started the summer in Bulgaria. Then we went to Italy.
Okay.
And then back to Lincoln. And then I went back to California to train while the second half of VNL was going on. And then the finals week was in China. So then after that, we came home, trained some more in Anaheim, and then out to Shreveport, Louisiana for the Olympic qualifier.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've had some
Yeah, it's
some
been a
travels here.
whirlwind summer.
Have you ever traveled that much before in a small amount of time?
No. No, I have not.
Okay. What is this? You said it's a whirlwind. Could you have imagined yourself, playing with the national team, right, and being where you're at now? Or, when you left here, what was your thought, plan, or hope?
I hoped that I would be training in the gym, but, to be making rosters was something that I never, ever assumed or even anticipated happening. So it's been really fun in that regard because, not having expectations kind of leads to sweeter emotions when things actually happen.
What's the biggest thing you've taken away or learned so far, Jordyn?
Just playing with girls who are so much more experienced and older. It's just to kind of, be in the moment and grow and learn from previous mistakes while also, be the best you in the moment, whether, it's getting put in the third set to try and come in, it's a role that I'm not used to is being on the bench and coming in cold, but it's, a role that I have on this team and have had in the USA gym, and so it's it's been fun to kind of see how I work on the fly and just trying to be the best for the team in those moments.
So you are on the U.S. national team for the Olympics, right? You're heading to Tokyo, or what is that process like now?
Right. So a lot of people don't know that in the USA volleyball world, you're living roster to roster. So, the team, USA Volleyball, qualified for the Olympics. There's a spot for USA women's volleyball in the Olympics. But as for who those 12 people are, we won't know that till mid-summer next year.
Okay, wow, So that's the process now. How do you cement yourself on that team then, Jordyn?
So I assume that it's still coming in, doing your job every day in the national team gym, and the next roster that we have is the World Cup, and that will be in Japan in September. And so it's kind of these stepping stones that you try to make every roster that you can, and hope that you've put yourself in a good position to eventually end up on the big roster next summer.
Sure. Where will you train in between there? Like, what will life be like until then?
So so whether I make the World Cup roster or not will determine when I go back to Italy. But after my time with USA, I will return to Italy to play the professional season, and that lasts until sometime in April usually. And then
when does that start?
It's technically already started. There are girls who have reported already, but the first match I'm pretty sure is October 4th.
Sure.
So if I make the World Cup, then I will not be reporting until later. But then after that, we come back from our professional seasons and get to work, hit the ground running. The VNL is still a tournament next summer, so that'll start in early May. But then it's the big push.
Sure. So you signed with the Italy team, right?
Yes.
What's that team name?
Chieri.
Okay. And when did you sign with them? And you've already gone over there and played, right?
Yep. So that was the team that I was with for the second half of the season, and I re-signed with them back in June.
Sure. Great.
And so, Jen Thomas actually played there for one of her professional seasons a long time ago. So that's cool. Her and Chris are talking about trying to come out, so that would be really fun. But yeah.
Okay. How have you balanced, leaving college where everything is so structured and people are telling you where to go and what to do, to now where it's like, okay, this is adult world and I'm signing contracts and, expected to be different places in the world at different times?
Yeah. I mean, we're spoiled here in college in terms of just the resources that we have, in terms of, the gear we get, the equipment that we have access to. And then once you're out of that, for me, the biggest adjustment, honestly, was, going from having this well-rounded, schedule and lifestyle with school, volleyball, and, having your best friends around you, to all of it just being like volleyball. And so it's kind of trying to find how you balance, your interests and your passions along with volleyball, which is now your job and your profession. So
sure. Coming back here, you said the second time back, right? What are the emotions, and knowing that you guys were right there from the national title match and coming up a little bit short?
Yeah, that's not something that I think about a ton when I come back here. I think it's more just I remember the great times and, these people that I've formed relationships with and love dearly, and this place is home to me. So that's not the first thing that pops in my mind is losing to Nebraska, but
that's good.
It is very good. But no, it's fun. It's fun to come back and see the progress that the team has made already. Chris is very open to having me and Michelle Barch come back and train when we need to or want to, and so it's awesome to be able to get in the mix again with some of my former teammates and then see some of the younger ones who are coming up through the program.